Alright, so today I would like to talk to you guys about what to do when you are being followed. It is a pretty serious situation. You're walking home one night, it's cold, you're heading out from your friends, and you're heading home. All you can hear is the rustling of leaves, cold pavement, the dogs barking, behind chain link fence. You just hear the creepy sounds. And then you're alone. When you see out of nowhere a stranger emerge from shadows and under a street lamp, you see it as a hooded figure. You assume it's a male judging from his build. And you can tell he's wearing a cap. Pretty sinister looking guy, right? So you want to avoid walking by him. So you pass him.
Julie Stowe, please come to the front office. Julie Stowe, please come to the front office.
You know you don't want to approach this person or be anywhere near this person because you're alone and you don't. So you walk away and you put your headphones in, cool your nerves. But you can't help after a couple minutes to look back. And you notice he has crossed the street and he's on your side. So you keep on going and you decide to turn a couple right turns, around the block. Most likely he's not going to be going the same way you are going, right? Surprisingly enough, later, when you get nervous if he's still behind you, you turn back and sure enough, he is there. You feel the fear that you're being followed. So what do you do now? Well, I've always been interested in self-defense. After I took I took kickboxing classes. Unfortunately, I had to stop after I moved from that town. And since then, since I've been interested, I've seen come across videos and seen different strategies on what to do if you're happen to be attacked. I've read articles, usually you find things in magazines about, stories of people being stalked and what you can do about it. So today I'd like to tell you what you need to do and what steps to take if you think you are being followed or you are being followed. When you're being followed, it is impossible. You want to do anything to emerge from the situation sound and safe. You want to be aware of your surroundings. First of all, you want to avoid the situation. You don't want to be walking home alone at night from your friend's house, especially in a neighborhood you're not familiar with or any place you're not familiar with. So please try to avoid desolate areas. By desolate, I mean barren, lonely looking, or unfamiliar, as I mentioned. Don't panic. Go somewhere safe. Go to busy areas. If you want to breathe, you want to think, and you want to be feeling clear about the situation. What you can do, if you've affirmed that you are being followed, you can take a couple steps to avoid this. You can change your path, like I mentioned earlier, take a couple corners. And if you know you are being followed, you can speed up, you can cross the street, you can go to well-lit areas like I had mentioned. Good places for like restaurants, cafes, gas filling station, maybe a nearby market if you're near a busier area. Here's an image about kind of where you could go. You want to look for, if you don't have those options, you want to look for an inviting place. I watched a clip from Chris Roberts, which is a founder of Safe International. He posted a YouTube video and he mentions that you could go to an inviting home. By inviting, you want to look for like a lit patio or maybe some toys lying around the yard, with a nice family. Another thing is that you could pretend to live there if you know you are being followed. You can go out the driveway with your keys, and most times they'd probably be alone. And once again, if all those options do not work, you can always scream. In most cases, this is enough to scare the assailant away. They do not want to be seen or recognized, much less to be caught. So as you run, you can do things such as calling 911. Obviously, that should probably be the first thing you do if you've got a phone. And you should let the assailant know that you are aware and that you are calling the police. What you can do, another thing to do is that you can slow the attacker by dropping like your purse if you're carrying a purse, or your wallet if you're a male. Sometimes the perpetrator is only looking for money, and if you drop the money, it'll probably stop them. But if they're not interested in the money, and they keep coming after you, it's because they want to harm you. So when you drop that object, make sure you're not dropping anything like that could serve as potential weapons, such as keys, or if you have pepper spray, etc. And once you arrive, you can take action if the person has come across or too close to you. Good thing to do is that you can attack sensitive areas like kick the groin or poke their eyes or shins, the whole 9 yards. Just fight. Alright. But after this, you want to not head home if you have made it through the attack or if you've escaped. Most times you'll be safe, but if you go straight home, you never know if the person has been following you. Things you could do is you could go to your friend's house, or you can go straight to the police and wait there, stall for time, and by then they might lose interest or hopes in completing the crime. So those are some different things you can do to try and avoid being stalked or followed. And hopefully you learned something today that could help you later save your life or save you from a traumatizing event.
Oh, I got the heebie-jeebies from that PowerPoint. It's like so dark. So how long were you in kickboxing?
A bit over a year. It's been so long ever since I used to live in Mexico.
Oh, when you were living in Mexico. Do you have a PowerPoint or
I still don't have the first page to this. It wasn't.
Did I not give it back to you, or was it not the right one?
It wasn't, and it wasn't in my textbook, so I don't know where it is.
This other
Yeah,
is
why don't you use this one?
It was different.
I like that too.
Are you going to be able to read our numbers on the
Sure. Probably, yeah. But definitely before next class period. Okay. Okay. Did you upload this to D2L2?
No.
Okay, yeah, I'll take this, but yeah, and then I'll, if it's not open, maybe wait till tonight, because then I'll have, because I think the Dropbox might have, it is still open?
Yeah, I already dropped
It is? Today you did?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Then no problemo.
So what, do I email it PowerPoint to you or drop it into Dropbox?
Either one works. I'll get it. Make sure it's my Gmail. There's been several issues with that. So use my Gmail. I'm not trying to single you out, Khan, but others, it's been confusing. So hang on.